Mark Meldrum, Meldrum Sponsor Garage, and we're here in Studio 1A where it all started for Meldrum Sponsor Garage. And we've got my son's 2018 Chevy Colorado ZR2. He just got this truck recently, and he's super proud of it. And the boys at the coin shop are so excited for him, and it was just his birthday, turned 35 years old. And the boys at the coin shop went out and got him a birthday present. It's a K&N intake system. So we're gonna install it for him this afternoon. And Mike and Logan got this for Josh's birthday, and I think it's a great birthday present. Supposedly it should add some torque and a little horsepower to the intake of this truck. Minimal tools, shouldn't take too long. So let's pop the hood and see what we got and get going. All right, we're all ready to install this. It should take some basic hand tools, your basic 10mm socket, a couple screwdrivers, flat screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver, and we should be all set to install this K&N system. Now, originally this truck comes with 308 horsepower, 275 foot-pounds of torque in this direct injection V8 here, and this is a guaranteed horsepower increase. Now, not gobs of horsepower, but it's guaranteed 7.8 horsepower increase at 6,547 RPM and 10 foot-pounds. That's what we really want. We want some more torque out of this at 2,651 RPM. Now, the system that Logan and Mike bought Josh for his truck includes this air tube that we'll replace here. It has an air box, and then of course the famous K&N air filter, which is sprayed down with oil and has a lifetime guarantee to it too. I've used this on my 85 Trans Am, so K&N's been around for a long time. And we've also used it on Patty's 2014 Turbo Beetle. So they make a good system, good engineered system, and hopefully we make some quick work of it. We've got some different gaskets here for the air tubes and whatnot. So we will get the instructions out. Very air charger, very nice instructions here. And we should make quick work of this. So I'm not going to show you every single step, but I'll show you along the way. Here we go. All right, give you a little closer look at what's going on here. Basically going to disconnect the sensor here and disconnect this plug here that goes into the port. So these are real simple. Just push the red tab back and pull that off. We're loosening the hose clamp. Before we started, it said we should disconnect the battery. So I've got the battery cable disconnected. And yeah, I'm sorry, Josh, you're gonna lose your radio memory. And we've got the cap off of here. And we'll work on getting all of this extra plenum stuff off next. All right, it's pretty simple there. Basically got, take the cap off, you got a bolt here, you got a bolt back there, you got this, and you got this, and there's a bolt down there. And in typical GM tech, they must have had this off before, and they never screwed that bolt in, so that was easy. You know, that one wasn't even screwed in, it was just laying there. Oh, these General Motors technicians. So anyway, yeah, this is gonna all pop off, so I'll get that off and set the camera. Well, K&N doesn't tell you about this little fitting that fits underneath the plenum, and I had a devil of a time, but it's a simple device. You push on it here, and then you pull back on it, and that goes underneath the plenum. So here's the plenum sitting on the ground, and it hooks up to this tube right here. So I'll be curious to see what happens with this K&N system where that tube gets hooked up. All right, so now we got the plenum off, and we also have the old air filter out. So now we got a clean system to work with. Looks like the air gets sucked in from the fender well there. So it was a pretty beefy filter system in there. And yeah, let's see where we go from here. All right, I got this air cleaner system flipped upside down. I got a couple torque screws that we took out, and then we're gonna take this mass air flow sensor. Boy, have they changed over the years. And we're gonna reuse this in the new system somehow. I don't know, goes in there. No, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, here's complaint number one. This is the mass airflow sensor, and it obviously didn't fit in there the way I first showed you, and it's got these screws, Torx head on it. Of course, they don't thread into there, so you can't use those. So we're gonna set those aside, and they've got two screws that mount in here. Of course, they didn't reuse Torx head, they use Allen head. So fortunately, this Torx head, you know, it kind of fits in there and you can screw it in there, but it's not exactly a tight fit. You probably need an Allen key to get it absolutely tight. Comes a little gasket that will sticker material here. So we'll stick this to one side or the other, and then two screws that are screwed into this air intake. This is for the mass airflow sensor, and there's only one way this will mount. I tried it. It's pretty foolproof. You know, if you try to turn that 90 degrees, it won't fit right. If you try to put it on this side, it doesn't fit right. So that's pretty foolproof. Good job there. All right, here's the stuff that drives me nuts on these manufacturer's instructions. Look at that, tools needed. Ratchet, extension, 10 millimeter socket, flat blade screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. Now, what they don't tell you is in their kit, their own kit, they include, for mounting the mass airflow sensor, you can see these Allen heads. Two Allen heads there, which are about a number 4, I think it is. So run back out to the toolbox, get a number 4, and it's gonna mount on this piece, okay? Let me hold the camera and do this all at the same time. So when you mount this is kind of tricky for me. Here's the inlet to the mass airflow sensor, and you're gonna wanna mount it so that the air is going that way. So this is gonna mount in the box here and tighten it up that way. All right, we'll tighten things up. All right, we got her installed. I jumped ahead here. Filter's installed. You have to put this seal on yourself, which is a little bit of a pain. They should do that at the factory for you. There's a mounting elbow that goes here, and then you have to take the nut off the radiator overflow mounting nut. You take that off, and then there's another elbow down here that you put a nut on. And you got hose clamps connecting up this little tubey here. And then, of course, you got the electrical connector for the mass airflow sensor. And then you're connecting up this tube. They supply a fitting here. And then you just snap that back on, reconnected. Over here, going into the throttle body, once again, a little adapter, a couple hose clamps there. We'll reconnect the battery up over here. And then we'll give her a start and see where we're going. The dogs are getting mad at me. They're roaming around because we're past dinner time. And we got to get this thing started up and go. All right, there you go. Cleaned up a little bit, all installed. This certainly replaces quite a bit of hardware. So not only are you going to get a 8 horsepower increase and the 10 foot-pounds of torque increase, you're going to get some weight savings too. Because look at this. I mean, this is all the stuff we took off the car. It is quite attractive. I like these looks, but I mean, this thing probably weighs, I don't know, 25 pounds or so. Another 10 pounds of plastic in there. And yeah, weight reduction. So there you go. We got his little ZR2 all spiffied up. Got her a wash job. I'll clean her up a little bit. Josh is on his way home. This certainly is a cool looking truck. So she's all ready. The next thing we're going to do on this is a cat back system. And after we do the cat back system, we will look into HP tuners. So that's the next plans. And that'll get us some serious horsepower. And here comes Josh in the SS Silverado. So I traded him. I drove his truck home from the coin shop. And here he is rolling in my truck. So we're all set. Oh yeah, there's 10 more horsepower. I guess. All right, another happy customer.